Speaker A.
I'm not much of a cinema goer, but I do enjoy a good film. I usually buy a film online and watch it at home. I've got a widescreen TV and a projector. Sometimes, if I am in the mood, I use it. You feel as if you were in the cinema, but I find it a bit cozier on my sofa. It's also a lot cheaper to watch films at home. If I invite some friends, they bring popcorn and drinks, and then you really can't tell the difference.
Speaker B.
The cinema is my life. Ever since I was a little girl, I've wanted to become an actress. I would watch all the new musicals and children's films and dream of playing the leading parts. When I was in my last year at school, I took acting classes to prepare for the New York Theater and Cinema Academy. After graduating, I auditioned at the Academy and got in. It was the happiest moment of my life, even more so than getting an Oscar 2 weeks ago.
Speaker C.
Books are much more fun than films. I know most film directors want to make a film out of some classical book, but so often the film versions don't turn out well, at least to my taste. When you watch a film, you are forced to believe what you see, and when you read a book, you can imagine the characters and have your own personal experience with the plot. Watching a film just doesn't trigger your imagination the way reading does.
Speaker D.
I can't remember the last time I was at the movies. I think it was the day I broke my arm. Crazy as it may be, I broke my arm going to see a new film. My girlfriend had asked me to go to the cinema with her, so I bought the tickets for Friday night. We were meeting inside the Star Cinema. It had been raining hard and the pavement was very wet. I was 5 minutes late for my date, so I hurried up the stairs and slipped. The last thing I remembered was the terrible pain in my arm.
Speaker E.
I never miss a new film. I have a notification sent from the local cinema to inform me about any change in their shows. They change the schedule once every 2 weeks, so I go to the cinema every other week. Our local cinema is rather small, so they show 2 or 3 films at a time. Sometimes I watch a film every day for 3 days in a row to see all that's new in the market. It does get expensive sometimes, but it's worth it the way I see it.
Speaker F.
The theater has more of an appeal to me than the cinema. I would go to see a play more often if they had more theaters around where I live. Local theater companies have only 2 shows a year, and that doesn't satisfy my appetite, so I travel to London to see different shows maybe once a month or so. Seeing real 3-dimensional people on stage is a lot more interesting than watching them on the screen. I love watching actors' facial expressions and the interaction between them.